Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
24-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demir Bird, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
That's the score, Browns 7, Ravens 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
number 24, Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looks to throw, trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Ravens.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. from the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Lamar Jackson.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Ravens 0.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground, Geis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Well, they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Again, Geis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
There by Earl Thomas.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demir Bird with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A gain of 6.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Jordan Evans.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I'm highly favored. Don't want to play. No conversation. Ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my
2nd and 14. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
Might be it right there. I think that's the lucky one, y'all.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. A screen to Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators are probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going with Beckham on the end around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20, 10.
Prime time,
and this
baby.
is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 34.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Rushing. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A 48.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson now. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. They go play action with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
On the carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's out of bounds. Right.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 36-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this this one is right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On the carry, it's Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Browns 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.